Hello YouTube, Kirakage back with more Book of Potions. I can't remember what part this would be. I'm gonna go turn on like part 4 or 3? 4, I'm pretty sure this is part. Sorry, just sitting down. Yeah, so let's get into it. By the way, unrelated to anything gaming related, if you're a fan of flavored milk, which is a really, really strange thing to say, and you're familiar with a company called Primo, I'm not too sure, it's a milk company, I'm not too sure if it's in other countries, I know it's New Zealand, but they have flavored milk. There's a white chocolate, a caramel, and a creamy coffee. I've only had the creamy coffee so far. They're in my fridge. I bought a bunch of milks. Because let's face it, milk's tasty. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, continue to open your book to pages. Okay. There we go. I turned everything off last night. And hence the whole, what the hell's going on right now? I've got no idea.
There, we've gained a good bit of ground. In the next chapter, I'll teach you another potion certain to get you out of all sorts of scrapes. Well, close my pages. Gently.
Oh, say gently. I say just listen.
You're ready to move on. Use your wand on the glowing spot or open the book if you want to reread. Ready for the next chapter.
Up to sleeping potion. Alright.
You did quite well, I thought. Now, what's next? Open the book.
Alright. Let's open and see what happened. Hold on. I've had a lot of milk, so I'm a bit burpy.
Our champion from Colchester at school in Russia has been waylaid by the Redcaps. This brings Hogwarts into 3rd place, but Colchesterans will soon be catching up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our champions are approaching one of the largest and most formidable obstacles in the garden. One that they all must overcome, no matter which angle they approach from.
Quietus. So, you're in 3rd place, Hogwarts, and is that Zygmunt Budge's Book of Potions you're using? Well, he was a brilliant potioneer, but not all of his methods were considered exactly wise, or sane for that matter. I hope that you won't follow his instructions too carefully.
What on earth will we face next? Some giant and terrifying beast, no doubt. We'll need a potion with the power to render it helpless. A sleeping potion.
Okay.
You know what this is, I'm sure. Use your wand on the page. Let's get on.
It's a big story. Just take it.
The sleeping potion. A sleeping potion powerful enough to subdue monsters and giants. With this, many a potioneer has overcome dangerous magical beasts and triumphed where famous duelists have failed. This classic potion has been improved by my own innovative use of asphodel.
You've used that word before in another chapter.
An excellent potion with many uses. True, most involve putting things to sleep, but many of the ingredients here are worthy of study. Naturally, wormwood, flubberworm mucus, always a bit sticky to prepare, and chopped saprophoros bean, a simple recipe made extraordinary by my addition of asphodel. even if I do say so myself.
Okay. Seems pretty simple. Hey, what's the catch?
Another collectible ingredient. Don't forget to try it out. This is one of my finest recipes. Are you up to the task? We'll soon find out. Turn the page. The first ingredient of the sleeping potion is that most overlooked plant, wormwood. This bitter, acrid herb is widely used as a flavoring and as a potion ingredient. See how the leaves blow in the breeze? Try waving your hand. Pick up the magnifying glass.
Okay. I think I saw.
Yes, now hold the move button. Oil. Wormwood oil can be poisonous in large amounts, but in small amounts it is no real threat.
I think all oil can be toxic in high amounts.
There, look at that.
Oh, maybe vegetable oil, that might be okay. But I just feel like all oil in high amounts.
Leaves.
It's gonna kill me.
Muggles are known to use wormwood around the house for everything from medicine to discouraging fleas.
Actually, too much of anything can kill you. I mean, water, if you have too much of that, you can die of overhydration. So.
There's something there. There. Now you can pick up your wand to move on or keep looking. Roots. Wormwood, or Artemisia absinthium, is named after the goddess Artemis, the goddess of the hunt in Greek mythology. Most appropriate for us hunters of the Golden Cauldron. Gathering the wormwood for our sleeping potion could be a little hazardous. We need to find a spot to gather wormwood, but the garden is becoming more dangerous. Look! As I feared, the place is full of wildlife. You'll have to use your spell to defend the plants, just as before.
Just for the record, Artemis is also the goddess of the moon and goddess of childbirth. After she helped deliver a twin Apollo, which, like, how do you do that? I mean, gods, I mean, obviously it's a bit of a, seems really weird. But, yeah, so she's also the goddess of childbirth. So anyway, back to the game. So cool.
We've a gnome infestation, insufferable pests. We'd do well to have a stunning spell ready. You remember what to do. Very good. And just in time. A fine shot. Well done. Wait until one pops its head up. You can't hit them when they're underground. There it is. There, quick.
Fuck.
Now they've all come out to have a look. You'll have to stun them all. A hit! Yes! Stun them. Flick the wand towards the creatures.
God, this is gonna win.
Oh, he's popped his head out. More of the foolish creatures have come for a look. A sharp flick of the wand is what you need. Well done! Oh, that was very good! There, you've done it! You've saved the wormwood, ready for our sleeping potion. You performed, well, acceptably.
Thank you, because I thought I did rather poorly. Pain is a bit sometimes.
Well, come on. We have all the wormwood we need for our sleeping potion. Start by grinding it. We could have more in the bowl. Move more over. Switch to your pestle and we can get grinding.
It's right where the bowl is. Interesting. The fuck?
You should use your pestle to grind the ingredients in the bowl.
And then...
Time to add this to the mix.
I totally
Well done.
may have dropped a little bit on the edge there.
After the wormwood comes slow stirring. The sleeping potion is delicate. Good, now the spoon.
I found a trick with this.
Lovely, keep going.
Don't need it.
Of course, drowsy valerian. Ideal for a sleeping potion, but first it must be chopped. Move one to the chopping board. There we are. Get the knife now. Keep at it. Skillful work.
This is not as easy as you think it's.
Such chopping skills.
Oh, I think I'm done. Didn't tell me.
Oh, no, that chunk's too big.
Okay.
Swap to your wand, then you can add it all to the potion.
Awesome.
Add it in. Put another load in. Add a few more bits.
I will do so. We'll try to. Okay. Come on. Go ahead. I just want
Just let it go over the cauldron.
to actually pick them up. Okay.
In it goes. Very good, very good. With the wormwood and valerian both added, our sleeping potion is coming along well. Now we must apply vigorous heat to our mixture. Time to heat. That's the stuff. Really put your back into it. That's been thoroughly heated, I should say. What's next? Stir the air above. There, sleepily and gently. Perfect. And with that, the first stage of our sleeping potion is complete. Remember, go to the concoctions chapter to try this ingredient. Turn the page, let's finish this potion. Now we turn our attention to our sticky, slimy friend, the flobberworm. Its mucus is essential for the sleeping potion. Well, use your wand, let's get on. Flobberworms are dull things best suited to lying still and eating. Hence, it is their mucus that primarily interests the potioneer. That's no flobberworm. Ah, it's lettuce leaves. I've a feeling the flobberworm will be underneath. Delicately done, though it might be quicker to brush the leaves away with your hand.
That doesn't work because I don't know why.
Keep at it.
Oh yeah. Why is my... I don't know what the hell's going on.
There, in all its glory, is our flobberworm. Take a closer look at the slime. Excellent. There, now hold the move button.
Suction cups.
Middle. Flobberworms are best left to their own devices, though when mucus is required, it can be squeezed out of them without them being harmed or even seeming to notice.
It.
Head? Flobberworms will eat almost any vegetation, but they prefer lettuce, so far as it is possible to tell. Head? Both ends of the flobberworm are identical, and each end chews vegetation and oozes mucus in more or less the same amounts. So, that's our specimen. We need a lot of mucus, so we'll need to gather some fresh. They're not hard to catch, flobberworms. The trick is to find them. A muddy ditch is the ideal place to look. Tap the ground with the handle of your trowel to tempt them up. There, a flobberworm. Scoop it up with your trowel.
Fuck. I have to move back for this.
Ah, missed it. Try to tempt another out. Tap all around. They're here somewhere. None there. Try tapping somewhere else. There's one! A flobberworm for our bucket. Throw it in. Good! Our first flobberworm, all ready to have its mucus extracted. There's another one.
The fucking son of a motherfucking fucker.
Oh, missed it. Aha! I see you. Good scooping. Now pop our slimy friend in the bucket. There it goes. None there. Try tapping somewhere else. Tap all around. They're here somewhere. Tap all around. They're here somewhere.
I guess that don't work.
None there. Try tapping somewhere else. None there. Try tapping somewhere else. Come along, scoop the creature up. There, scoop that one up. Good. Now into the bucket with it. Right, that's enough flobberworms for our sleeping potion. God, that will do very nicely. Now our flobberworms are safely gathered, we proceed to the rather sticky task of extracting their mucus. Stroke them with your hand, or just prod them with your wand. Ready? Remember to go to the collectibles chapter later. There you can gather those ingredients again and challenge a friend. Right, now tilt your book up to pour that juice downward. There, the flask is full of juice. Lift it up. There, that's enough mucus. Well done.
Thank you.
Now, time to give our sleeping potion a vigorous stir. Now, the spoon. Just like that. Keep at it! Just so. Very well stirred. Time to heat things up. Just right. hold it. Next, it must be stirred.
Yeah.
Swap to the spoon. That's it. That's it. Keep it up. Well done. The sleeping potion is really coming along. Now we must try out the potion to ensure we're on the right track. And here's the toad again. Pick up that bottle and we can fill it with potion. To test the potion, we just need to pour it onto him. Don't be alarmed, that's all perfectly normal at this stage of brewing the sleeping potion.
He's not nervous when you laugh like that.
Another ingredient for our experiments. Now for the last stages of the sleeping potion's preparation. Turn the page, turn the page. The next ingredient in our drowsy draft is the soporiferous bean. This bean has a powerful soporific effect. It makes you fall asleep. It is a key ingredient in my potent sleeping potion.
Yeah, making a fine glass. No. Job.
Now we'll need to plant our bean. Use the trowel to dig a hole in the ground for me. See the trowel on the end of your controller? Dig it into the ground and scoop out a hole.
Like where though? Like here?
Dig a hole in the ground for me.
In like on the book. In like.
See the trowel on the end of your controller? Dig it into the ground and scoop out a hole.
But like fucking I am, man. Don't know where I'm supposed to dig the fucking hole.
Now pick up that bean with your trowel.
Okay. What is it? Fuck. Come on. Son of
Now to plant the bean. Just drop it into that hole in the dirt. Good. Now scrape the dirt back over the hole to cover it.
Yeah. I said to dig another hole or something.
One successfully planted bean. In herbology class, that would be enough, but we haven't any time to waste. Rotate the book to bring it into fruit.
Okay.
And there it is, one fully grown soporiferous plant. Pick up the magnifying glass. There we are.
Leaves. Leaves. Or beans.
Ah, bean. A rare pearly white bean that resembles overgrown mistletoe berries.
Which is toxic.
If we want beans, we'll need to pluck ourselves some pods. Switch to those tongs. Roots. The soporiferous plant sprouts in gloomy marshlands, especially if fertilized by mooncalf dung. Just swap to the tongs at the side of the book. Juice. The soporiferous bean contains a thick silver juice that will remove the drinker's memory if drunk neat. I prefer to use perfectly ripe beans in my potions, so you must only pluck the ripe ones. Underripe pods will simply snap. The overripe ones can be a little messy. Look for a ripe one, then use the tongs to pluck it. You'd better pick some more of those beans. We're still a bit short. Oh, careful, that pod was over the hill.
Son of a motherfucker.
Ooh, that was definitely too ripe.
Come on.
Lovely. Pop that bean into the bowl. I can see your herbology lessons weren't wasted. A beautifully ripe one. Into the bowl with it. That's another bean gathered.
And
Good, that'll do.
there we go.
Now to get on with the sleeping potion. The saprophyros beans need chopping. Chopping time. Move one to the board.
Okay.
Very good. Swap to the knife. Then you can start chopping. Now swap back to your wand and we can get this lot into the cauldron. There, our sleeping potion nears completion. Soon our enemies will be snoozing before us. Ah, yes. But first the potion needs a stir. The spoon next. Excellent. Next, it must be heated carefully. Let's get heat. Good, and another. Oh, it won't get any. Now it needs to simmer. Let it cool. That's it. Keep the heat there. You've got the bellows, now pump them up and down. Now for the asphodel petals. Yes, none but I could have conceived such a cunning addition to the humble sleeping potion. Pick up that flask of powdered asphodel petals and pour a handful into the cauldron. Now that the asphodel petals have been added to the sleeping potion, we must next mix in essence of nettle. Wait, it looks like you need to give this one a shake first. Time to get pouring. Now the potion requires a high heat. Time to heat things up. Oh, it can't get hotter than that. Time to drop the heat a little and let it simmer. It's bubbling nicely. You can let it cool to a simmer. Ease off. Ah, yes. We must stir the sleeping potion once more. Now the spoon. Right now. Yes, another ingredient to try in the concoctions chapter. While it brews, perhaps a story. The tale of a foolish wizard who used sleeping potion to try to win his equally foolish bride. What? No, it certainly is not about me. Turn the page. While we wait for your potion to brew, here's a story about the sleeping potion. And if I catch you snoozing through this one, start the story with your wand.
You catch me sneezing, you'll make me start the story with my wand.
This is my own creation, the strongest sleeping potion ever created. It is effective on gigantic monsters. And you should be particularly careful not to breathe in the fumes. So powerful is this sleeping potion that it can give the drinker the appearance of death. Let's not wait. Rotate the book to see what happened when this poor fellow woke up. Wizard Norville Berserko slipped this potion into the deplorable, wasting perfectly good sleeping potion on... Now, what was it?
Oh, flask.
Butterbeer. Berserko slipped this potion into the butterbeer of his love rival Perseus Ecklington.
Sounds like a date.
On the eve of Ecklington's wedding to Daisy Twemlove, Ecklington fell into a deep sleep. And Berserko promptly presented himself at Daisy's house with the news that Ecklington had died of panic at the prospect of marrying her. Daisy, a remarkably silly witch, believed him and promised to marry Berserko the moment they had buried Ecklington. Unfortunately for Berserko, Ecklington woke up at the very moment that the coffin was being lowered into the ground. And in the ensuing... if you ask me, it's not a wedding without... Oh, what was it? Search for me now. In the ensuing brawl, Berserko acquired an elephant's trunk and 6 ears, which hampered his chances of finding another bride. What else do witches want in a husband, I ask you? A most satisfying story, no? But what of our sleeping potion? Turn the page. It must be nearly ready. Good. Our sleeping potion is ready for the final touch. Use the wand to put... Now, time to complete our sleeping potion.
Alright.
Simply make the gesture with your wand. It's done. Our sleeping potion is ready. Oh my.
I think it holds contagious.
There, pick up the bottle, would you?
Chosen draft.
Looks good.
Last one.
Aha! Now we are ready to take on the next challenge. With our sleeping potion, we shall lull any creature into a sweet slumber of defeat. Use your wand to pull up the map. Time to see what we are facing.
Collectible has recovered and is catching up on Hogwarts. Hogwarts will have to move quickly to get past the next challenge.
Yawned again. Like I'm directing a symphony or something.
A giant serpent seems to be surrounding the hill. Such monstrous creatures are often highly dangerous, and this one in particular appears to have the thick, spell-repellent hide of a dragon and the venomous fangs of a basilisk. Our sleeping potion will have the power to render it helpless.
Is it?
Aha! Someone's left a hay cart behind. That gives me a notion. Serpents are often attracted to warmth. If we could start a big enough fire, we could distract the creature long enough to sneak past. Probably not what the judges had in mind, but there's nothing in the rules against it. We must make up ground. We must start by getting that hay into the cart. Yeah, use that pitchfork to pick up the hay and throw it in. We might as well use it since it's lying there. Yes, that's what we need. A mighty heave. Well done.
Really? Did it? No. Okay. Okay, this is so fucking annoyingly hard. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't like using bubbles, so I thought that might be a bit easier.
That was the last straw. To distract our snake, you must set that hay aflame. Good! Now to cast Incendio! As always, hold the move button and trace the line on the screen. There! Incendio! One should never play with fire, but this time it is a necessity. Go on, flick the spell towards the cart. There! A fair-sized blaze, but to attract a snake of such extraordinary size, we'll need something more spectacular. I had no idea we were so close. The beast is truly fast. A change of tactics is called for. Let's see. Snakes are highly sensitive to vibration. Perhaps knocking down that abandoned tower will get its attention.
It's a deck of islands.
Besides, it'll be fun. Use a spell to destroy those stone dragons supporting the tower. The Reductor curse should suffice. I assume you've paid attention in your defense against the dark arts classes. Trace the line on the screen. No, that's not it. Ah, Reducto! Just the spell we need to knock down those stone dragons. Flick the spell towards the carved dragons supporting the tower. Try again, but aim more firmly. You obliterated it! It seems we're having an effect. Hear that? The tower can't last much longer. Don't stop until the last bit of carved dragon is gone. Demolished right utterly. Excellent. The tower's weakening. There, that's it. Well done. Utterly destroyed. Even that gigantic snake can't ignore that.
It seems to be.
It's close, but still not close enough to try out the sleeping potion. Let's see. Snakes are highly sensitive to smell. They taste the air with their tongues. If we could produce a strong enough scent, it might intrigue the creature. But why should I do all the thinking? A simple test. Put your choice on the book.
Is that an onion?
Perhaps there is hope for you after all. That's the way! Excellent work! Nicely there! The Pungus onion is one of the most strongly scented objects. That's sure to get its attention. Prepare yourself, this will be a crucial moment. My, but that's a big beast. It could swallow us without a thought. Take great care, young potioneer. Quick, pour the sleeping potion on its tongue before that gargantuan mouth engulfs us. I sincerely hope you prepared it correctly.
What the hell?
It's working! With the mighty beast defeated, our path up the hill is clear. Come, young potioneer, the cauldron is nearly mine. Yours. Onward and upward.
I think that's chapter over.
We're getting closer, closer! As I have said, it was my life's dream to win the Wizarding School's Potions Championship. When I judged that I was ready, I was 14 years old, top of my year in potions, and able to correct my professor on the proper use of mackled malaclaw tails. I asked my headmaster for permission to enter. But alas, imagine my horror and disgust when he forbade me, because I was not yet 17 and the competition was too dangerous. A paltry, feeble, nonsensical excuse. There was nothing for me to do but leave Hogwarts at once in protest. I am sure you will agree that abandoning the school that sought to stifle my brilliance as a potioneer was the right decision. However, as only contestants representing wizarding schools were permitted to enter the championship after leaving Hogwarts, I was no longer eligible. But no matter. I'm here now, and I'm going to win. I mean, we're going to win.
So much emphasis.
Ready for the next chapter? Close the book with the front cover face up.
Okay. And
We're ready for the next chapter. Use your wand on the glowing spot as usual.
And on that note, I'll see you in the next chapter. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like as well. And I'll see you next time. And bye for now. Just gonna walk over and stop the recording.